Hi, Timothy here. So right now I'm in Osaka, a city that is sometimes known as the food capital of Japan. And this time you're looking for some unique beef dishes, such as a tofu beef soup, a mountain of meat and eggs, all the way to a premium Yakiniku Bento that does not break your wallet. And we will start from here. The first meal that we will try here is something called Niku sui. Niku is meat, and sui is short for suimono, which means soup. So this is literally a meat soup. So over here I have a beef soup with tofu, but it does not come with rice or udon. So I also get a tamago kake gohan, also known as TKG, which literally means raw egg on rice. There are several ways to eat it. You can eat it as it is, or you can put on a bit of soy sauce, which is what I prefer. Then mix it thoroughly until the egg is fully incorporated and it turns to pale yellow. Gotta try the rice first. The taste is pretty light, but it does make it slightly more savory and creamier. Now let's move on to the beef soup. There are some scallions on top, but the soup is full of beef with some tofu and a soft-boiled egg hidden underneath the meat, with a delicious runny egg yolk. So let's try the beef. That's delicious. The beef is tender, it is savory and slightly sweet. And how about the tofu? The tofu is nice and smooth. It is quite plain, but it does absorb the dashi and the beef flavor from the soup. Our next stop is a restaurant that sells a pretty simple dish: beef and egg cooked on a giant griddle. The unique thing about this restaurant is their portion starts with double, because their targets are workers who are looking for a delicious, quick and filling meal, as you can see from the pile of meat and eggs. So I ordered the double set, and luckily the portion seems pretty normal. There are roughly 2 scrambled eggs, and the beef portion looks just right for me. On the side there are some gingers, miso soup, and a giant bucket of unlimited rice. So let's scoop out the rice, add a little bit of ginger, and some beef. That's good. It is garlicky and it is pretty salty. I can also taste a bit of soy sauce. Now let's try it with a bit of egg. It goes really well with the beef. The egg itself is pretty bland, so it balances out the saltiness of the beef. Our last location is a Yakiniku restaurant with a nice interior and a private room, even for a solo diner. The only drawback is the extremely loud music that renders the audio useless. But enough of that, let's open up this lunchbox. Inside the lunchbox is a beautiful medium rare black Wagyu, and it is presented in hitsumabushi style, the same hitsumabushi we had last time, but instead of eel, it is filled with Wagyu. They also provided a small bowl to eat and a jar of tea that we will use later. There are also some salads and pickles. But first thing first, we have to try the beef by itself. And it was delicious. The beef is very tender, but the flavor is a bit too strong and it is quite peppery. So my next action is to try it with a bit of rice. Probably that's how it should have been eaten. And I was right. The rice helps cut down the pepperiness, and it brings out more of the sweet flavor. There is also the egg yolk that we can pop and mix it with the beef, to make it creamier. Last but not least, we have the tea. Similar to hitsumabushi, we get a scoop into the small bowl, pour in a little bit of tea, and we have another chazuke. Unlike the unagi chazuke, I like this combination. The beef is very flavorful, and the tea has a nice but light flavor. So together they make this delicious umami flavor. So those are some delicious beef dishes that you can find here in Osaka. Please note that all of them are only available during lunchtime, so if you plan to visit them, please make sure to check their opening hours. I'll put the places I visited in the description box below. But that's it for now, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.